Hello, Farsi learners. Today I'm going to talk about dar hali ke and the two meanings it usually has. The first meaning, no email. The first meaning usually the opposite means whereas. So you have some event is happening, and then the other sentence is the opposite of the first sentence. But sometimes they talk about similar events. So an example for the opposite events would be در حالی که علف کشیدن ممنوع است بعضی مردم در خانه ماریجوانا میکارند, which means while or whereas smoking pot is prohibited, some people plant marijuana at home. So it's kind of opposite things, like this is prohibited, but the opposite, people are doing it. Sometimes it means similar events. For example, در حالی که دانشجویان ساحل را تمیز میکنند معلم ها کیسه های پر شده را از آنها میگیرند و در سطل های زباله میاندازند. While students are cleaning the beach, teachers are taking filled bags from them and throw them away. So it's like similar things are happening. They're not like doing opposite things. Students are cleaning and teachers are helping. So this is like while. This is also while, but it's more like whereas, the opposite. So let's read and translate a sentence that contains در حالی که and see if they mean opposite things or similar events. But let's start with the beginning so we know what's going on. اظهارات ولیعهد سعودی در مصاحبه با مجله آمریکایی آتلانتیک در حمایت از رژیم صهیونیستی و به رسمیت شناختن آن خشم کاربران عرب را در شبکه‌های اجتماعی به ویژه توییتر برانگیخت. So the statements of the Saudi prince in an interview with the American journal Atlantic in support of the Zionist regime and recognizing it as official. خشم blah 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 برانگیخت. خشم برانگیخت provoked the anger of the Arab users in social media, specifically Twitter. So we have like the Saudi prince, and then we're talking about Israel, right? So the Saudi prince is talking about Israel. به گزارش ایرنا در حالی که راهپیمایی‌های مسالمت‌آمیز مردم غزه در اعتراض به اشغالگری صهیونیست‌ها همچنان توسط نظامیان رژیم به خاک و خون کشیده می‌شوند و تاکنون 19 شهید و 1300 نفر زخمی بر جای گذاشته است. Come on. So the second event. محمد ابن سلمان در اظهاراتی ضد فلسطینی گفته است که اسرائیلی ها حق دارند سرزمین خودشان را داشته باشند و ما منافع مشترکی با رژیم صهیونیستی داریم. So when you see a long sentence that has no stop, I mean, if you're lucky you see a comma. So when you see در حالی که, kind of wait for two events. Like the first sentence is talking about one event and the other sentence is talking about another event that's the opposite of the first one or sometimes similar to the first one. So, as IRNA reports, like the news agency IRNA reports, let's go with whereas, because it is kind of opposite things. Whereas the peaceful marches of Gaza people in protest to the occupation of Zionists still همچنان به خاک خون کشیده میشن are still being suppressed or being pulled to the ground and blood, which is like being suppressed severely by the regime's military, which means like the Zionist regimes. So Gaza people are protesting and the Zionist regime is suppressing them. And so far 19 murders and 1,300 wounded is left behind. Whereas this is happening, Mohammed ibn Salman, the Saudi prince, in statements anti-Palestinian, has said that Israelis have a right to have their own land, and we have common interests with the Zionist regime. So in this case, you can see that this is the opposite events. So people are protesting and like trying to do something, whereas the Saudi prince is saying that no, Israelis are right. Okay, so this is the whereas example. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.